Artificial intelligence updates Friday, April 25. Lots of updates as usual. And this week, I want to say we're going from SDK, which is Software Development Kit, to ADK, Agent Development Kit. And let's go into the news. So first, OpenAI image generation, which is really good, is now available via API. So in API, the model name is GPT Image 1, and the prices, so you're paying for text tokens, for image tokens, in and out, because you can provide sample images. So for example, you can take this image and change it in this way. So in practice, this translates roughly into 2 cents or 7 cents or 19 cents per generated image in low, medium, or high quality resolution. So this is really good. Microsoft UI agents in Copilot Studio to automate desktop and web workflows without APIs. Yes, so Microsoft 365, it's now Copilot, and we have Copilot Studio with a lot of capabilities, and also with agents. Now you can build your own agents there. Google View 2 in Gemini API, AI Studio, and mobile apps. So this is text to video generation, and it is very realistic, high quality. AI2 DataDecide. So AI2 produces open source. Everything is completely open source, and it's lnai.org company. So they generated models, small models up to 1 billion parameters, which provide recommendations about the best and most effective benchmarks, prediction models, and metrics to use to make decisions. Okay, next, ByteDance. This is, of course, China. This is a big company, and they created a model, Seaweed 7B. It's a video foundation model, and it is excellent. It was topping the benchmarks, the leaderboards. Next, Google Gemini 2.5 Flash, hybrid reasoning AI, available in preview. So it matches for Mini, outperforms Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So high quality, and Flash, when you see Flash from Google Gemini, that means it's low price. So good reasoning, STEM, which is science, technology, mathematics benchmarks. New thinking budget. You can control how much you want to spend on reasoning. So this helps you to keep your prices low. Strong performance across benchmarks, available via API. Google Sheets new AI formula. So in Google Sheets, you now can do equal AI and then give it a prompt with some options. So before you were doing it for like regular actions like sum or like average, I don't know, but now you can do AI. This is great. So this is in Google Sheets with specific prompts like summarize the customer feedback in 3 bullet points or whatever you want. Apply your formula to multiple cells by dragging, well, usually how you do it in Excel. Combine with standard functions like if, concatenate, and so on. You can also include formatting instructions directly in your prompt. So, so this is great. Meta PerceptionLM, so PLM, open 8 billion parameter vision language model trained without distillation for video understanding. So this is a picture. Perceptron encoder shows state-of-the-art performance and visual understanding. Locate 3D enables precise object understanding. Collaborative reasoner frameworks test how well AI systems work together. So this is a great model. So ai.meta.com research. D1. Scaling reasoning in diffusion via reinforcement learning. Usually when we're talking about LLMs, we're talking about transformers, but here is diffusion model. You see GitHub archive, and so the researchers demonstrated that the D1 framework consistently improves reasoning performance across multiple mathematical and logical tasks applied to LADA so D, right? 8B instruct, state-of-the-art D LLM. So yeah, so it's a diffusion model. It is LLM, but it's diffusion. Okay, and it behaves very well. Next is, shameless plug to this channel. So we post our updates every Friday. After this seminar, it's usually 25-30 minutes long. Links to the slides are under the videos. So subscribe to get notifications. And this is the channel with my name. Okay, three-level prompting system. I really like this Medium paper, really insightful, well written. I recommend you to just read the original. But there are three progressive levels. Level one, prompt framework, next iteration techniques, and finally advanced techniques, right? Well, I guess I will not go deeper here, but I really recommend you to read it. I really enjoyed reading this article. Next, OpenEvals, agent self-healing code. Use a second LLM to judge, evaluate the generated code. So you have two LLMs. One generates the code and another evaluates the code. Not a new idea. It was used in reinforcement learning for a long time. So you have actor, which acts, and critic, which provides like high-level guidance. So here's kind of the same thing. And this is, you see, pip install OpenEvals. This is Python code. It's quite easy to use, and it is on GitHub. So you can start using it. Next, Chinese Huawei GPU will start shipping next month. So this is a great progress because it is on par with NVIDIA H100. You know, there is forbidden to sell NVIDIA H100 from US to China, but now they're finding the way to generate their own chips. 51% of internet traffic is now coming from automated bots, and most of them are malicious bots, which is bad bots. Much of the current expansion is fueled by criminal use of AI. So this is kind of image showing what's going on. Films made with AI can now win Oscars. So Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science opened the door for AI-assisted films to compete for Oscars. So you still need human to be there, but just the fact that AI was used now doesn't prevent from competing. China to sell thousands humanoid robots this year. So there are multiple companies, 6 manufacturers, including Unitree, AGBot, and others, and they expect to receive 600 million in revenues this year in dollars. Nemotron-H, hybrid Mamba-Transformer models. We spoke about those hybrid models before. They're very good, and they replace most self-attention layers with Mamba layers. So they're fast. They can work with. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Lev.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Because somebody left. So they're faster and they can work with long context length, right? So the models range from 8B to 56B. Mini puzzles compressed even smaller, and and the floating point 8, so it is a smaller version of it. Okay. NVIDIA Eagle 2.5 VLLM. So this is this image. It's a long context multimodal learning. So small model, 8 billion parameter, but matches GPT-4o and Qwen visual models on long video understanding. So this is great. Claude Code best practices for agentic coding. So this is, let me just show you this page. So you can read it. It's a well documented with examples how to use AI for agentic coding. Well, coming from the horse's mouth, coming from Claude themselves. Well, you know, the Claude is really golden standard as far as like using it for writing software, and this is their practices, like how to do it better. Okay, reinforcement learning human feedback to use streams instead of labeled data. So the idea is to do continuous learning, and this is coming from pioneers of reinforcement learning, Richard Sutton and David Silver. So they released a new paper, Welcome to the Era of Experience. So we Atari, AlphaGo, AlphaZero, GPT-3, ChatGPT, AlphaProof, computer use. Okay, this is attention of reinforcement learning over the years. Okay, so we're going to continuous learning. This looks like their prediction. This is where everybody should start going. Not just train the model and then use it, but train the model and then continue to improve it using streams of data. Liner deep research. This system actually is used by more than 10 million users, and they provide deep research search for science. They include arXiv, PubMed, Nature, engineering stuff. They're highly accurate, in-depth reports for students, academic researchers, and professionals. And this is just showing that they are really better than other offerings on the market in terms of their accuracy. And yeah, so good. Next, Meta Web SSL, self-supervised learning for images. Jan LeCun, who is the chief scientist, was talking about self-supervised network for many, as long as I remember, like maybe 7 years ago. And so they talk about a scalable language free visual representation learning. Like they created a family of visual models, right? Dyna is also coming from Meta, and Vision Transformer also from Meta. Models of different sizes from 300 to 7 billion parameters. So you see the average accuracy, like this is for 1 billion, and for 7 billion is much higher. So this is a purely vision model. They trained on 2 billion images of the size 224 by 224 by this square images available on Hugging Face, and they can be used for embedding models, image classification, object detection, semantic instance segmentation, depth estimation, image retrieval, and so on. So it's a purely image model. And well, this is the latest, and you see, very good. President Trump this week released a new executive order on AI literacy. So this is the header of this page. Oh, I should have included the link. But the idea that AI literacy is a national priority now, from school to workforce, and the order establishes a federal task force. So people on federal level, money, AI Education Challenge, public-private partnerships, support teacher development, grow AI related. So the goal is to prepare a generation of AI fluent citizens and solidify US leadership, AI driven global economy. Well, good. It's very timely because so far China was leading it for the last 3 years. All the research, it's like mostly from China. Next, physical intelligence Pi. So it's a vision language action model designed to enable robots to perform tasks in new environments. So we're talking about a robot which does something at the house. You tell it what to do, and it figures out what to do and does it. Yes, so they tested it on 3 rental homes in San Francisco where robots used AI to complete basic domestic tasks. Very interesting. The company, valued at 2.4 billion, got 400 million in funding. And Physical Intelligence is a company. It's the name of the company, and they started last year. So it's a new company, but growing and getting finance. Very good. Next, JetBrain Juni, smart coding agent. So I'm using JetBrain's PyCharm, and it had AI assistant, but it would allow you to use different models. So you can use standard models from the cloud, or you can use local using Alama, for example. And it can do simple things like add documentation or do some completion, write some small snippets of code. But the Juni is actually much better, much bigger. It's a smart agent. So it's an agent based. I haven't tested it yet. They just released it, and so it's more advanced. Autonomous coding agent can take and execute complex multi-step development tasks, acting more like a junior developer or pair programmer. So we'll see. Next, OpenAI O3 and O4 mini models identify locations. This is absolutely bizarre. You give a photograph and it tells you where it is taken and very accurate. So people are absolutely amazed how it does it. So it looks like all landschafts from around the globe. The model actually knows it. Quite amazing. Next, Gemma 3 quantized training. This is great. This is very important. So you know that you take a big model and then it was trained on, let's say, 16-bit precision, and then when you quantize it to 4-bit so that you can run it on your laptop, you lose the precision. You lose the accuracy of the model, right? So no more, because what Google did with the Gemma model, they made uh, quantization aware training. Why I didn't write it here? So it's here, quantization here. Let me bold it and read it. So the idea is that now when you get a quantized down version of this model, let's say for 4-bit, it will have good accuracy. And and this was like five days ago. People already put it on Alama in several versions. So here you can do Alama run Gemma 3 27B IT, which means for software, and then QAT, which means quantization aware training. And boom, you have a very good model uh, specifically designed to work in small version, in quantized version. And by the way, Gemma is very good. This Gemma 327B, let me just jump forward to the leaderboard. And here it is, Gemma 327B IT. So here it's not quantized. But listen, it's in a very good company. It's among top models, which are actually not even models. They are mostly systems agents, like with reasoning and everything. And you have Gemma 3 right here, 27B. DeepSeek R1 is a huge model. It's 671 billion parameters. This is like 20 times smaller, and it's very close. And now you can get this high quality model on your laptop with good precision. So this is great. JetBrains. Next, ByteDance UI TARS 1.5 agent. So ByteDance is a huge Chinese company, and here they introduce this agent which works with your desktop, with your browser. So here are there's multiple screens, and so it's open source, multimodal. Multimodal means images, right? Agent built upon a powerful vision language model. So this is a company, and there is also Tsinghua University. The agent perceives the screenshots as input and performs human-like interactions, like keyboard and mouse operations. Internally, it's built on top of Qwen model, a visual version of it. So it's a small model, and it's an agent. It's open source. It behaves very well. So here's archive and how you can download it. Okay, next, merchandise. Train agents in virtual environments to behave in real environments. You know, NVIDIA have done it to train their robots. Tesla was doing it to train the autonomous driving, right? So you train robots in virtual reality. So here you train agents in virtual environments so that they can do automatically functions which humans do, and eventually remove humans. So the focus is full automation of the economy, right? So this is, well, maybe a little bit scary. Simulating what people do at their jobs, computer use, working on long horizon tasks that lack clear criteria for success, coordinating with others, dealing with obstacles and interruptions. So it's a new project. We'll see. But train agents in virtual environments for full automation of the economy. That's why it's called merchandise. Next, MCP with Python and Olama. So MCP protocol coming from originally from Anthropic, and there are so many servers, there are so many libraries, and it gets easier and easier to work with them. So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. So this is your model talking to surrounding context, which may be a database, which may be some APIs, file systems, and so on. So now you can run it very easily, and there are multiple modules in Python. So you see, for example, from MCP, import MCP client, initiate a client to talk to this URL, response client ask, give it the question, gets the response. You see, it's really, really easy, multiple examples. Next, Sam Altman had an interview on TED where he spoke about, well, AI and what's going on, about their progress. Well, you can listen. Here is the YouTube link, and here is a small summary. Next, I really like this video. Why lazy entrepreneurs earn more. I actually subscribe to this channel. So let me just list the main ideas. So first, what he found from experience, that he tend to start a lot of projects and most of them are not completed. So he decided to do strategic laziness, which meaning you maintain a don't do list. So you decide that certain things you don't do. And so there's to-do list and not do list, and maintaining this don't do list actually helps a lot because it helps you focus on what's important. Shift from tasks to assets. Transform your to-do list from one-time tasks, which are verbs, to reusable assets, nouns, by creating systems, templates, and processes that eliminate repetitive work. So become a tool maker. This is actually my my nickname, a tool maker. Anyway, reward asset creation. Change company culture by rewarding people not for long hours of work, but for creating systems, useful systems or playbooks. Measure revenue per employee. Track the metrics to encourage building systems rather than simply adding headcount. So work smart instead of working long hours. Really, really great. Nothing new, but he just like put it so well in this video. Um, all the top LLM releases this year, and this list is not complete, it's just compiled in 5 minutes, but you see there were a lot of progress, a lot of new models. China is leading open source development, and here I wanted to talk about Moonshot AI model, which is called Kimi 1.5. Unfortunately, it's not on our leaderboards, but it performs very well. All the feedback about it, it has a good context length, it has very high scores on math and other things. It works in English. It is actually multilingual. But you see, we go on the website, it's completely Chinese. So people here in America usually don't know about many of the Chinese models. Okay, next, crowdsourced LLM Arena. So this update is from April 22nd, which was three days ago. So what do we see? Gemini and red is Google, Gemini, and yellow is OpenAI. So they're dominating the first places for both English-only queries and coding. Oh, another thing, the chatbot Arena, they now formed a company, and now it's called Arena Intelligence Inc. So what we see, green one is open source. So DeepSeek V3 was released, the last version in the end of March, is very good. DeepSeek R1 and Google Gemma. Llama 3.3 Nemotron, very good. Llama 4 is still on 30 something places, like way down. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, for coding, we have OpenAI and Google, Grok. So we have Grok also high, DeepSeek v3, OpenAI, Google, OpenAI, DeepSeek again. So same players saturated. The blue one here is Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And now they have Thinking 32 version of it. Okay, that's it. This is me as usual, and thank you.